Hey guys, Cosmic CTF here, and welcome to a brand new video where today we are back with another brand new Modern Warfare video. Now today is a bit of a news roundup for you guys. Now, if you've kind of been living under a rock and not following any Modern Warfare news recently, the game came out, I think it was over a week ago now. One sec, let me just check this. It came out on Friday the 25th, so it's been out over a good week. So yeah, this game's been out over a good week now, and we're already we've had a few patches already. We had one the other day, I think, just improving some bugs like falling out of the map on Ground War, and just other things in general, really. But yeah, that's not the news we're covering today, because recently we've had a leak from the Gaming Revolution, who was one of the guys who leaked all the stuff for Modern Warfare. Like, he was probably the most accurate out of all of them. He was maybe right like 95% of the time. And the one time we thought he was wrong, we actually found out he was right, which was with the supply drop the supply drop system I mentioned in my last video, which basically said there's going to be no supply drops in Modern Warfare. And he basically said, well, there was, but when they got all the backlash, they decided to change it, which is obviously a good thing on Activision's part, because they're finally listening. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about some news that was on Charlie Intel on November 2nd, so yesterday, or 2 days ago, as you're watching this, and that is that PC data miners have continued to basically go through Modern Warfare's game files on PC, and have found a bunch of unreleased content. Now, basically, this is really ridiculous what they found. They went through it. They went through all the game files. Like, you know, when you get the PC game, you can kind of go through the files a little bit, and that's called data mining. But what they found was 38 unreleased maps that are in development in Modern Warfare, which is absolutely mental. Like, as you guys know, I've not actually made a video talking about this. I will at some point, but basically, one of the people's biggest gripes with Modern Warfare is the maps and how, like, they're just so random and messy, and everyone's just kind of, the spawning's messed up, everything. There's a few problems with Modern Warfare. Like, I really love this game at this moment in time, but it has some problems, and Infinity Ward is getting right in there. A lot of the maps, like Petrograd, is it, that you've seen in this video, is absolutely massive. Like, I used a Wheelson and it took me ages to get across the map, and it's absolutely ridiculous that these maps are just massive. Like, Euphorus Bridge is absolutely just huge. Petrograd, what other maps? Piccadilly, that's a horrible map. Just all these maps are massive, and it takes you forever to get to one side. Like, and then obviously, since the game's so slow paced, you can it always hits the time limit, but that's not what we're talking about. So there's been a few new multiplayer maps, as in 6v6 and 10v10, and there's also been a few gunfight maps, which are, you know, we're going to go through some of these now. So we got, for gunfight, we have Cage, Cargo, Hook, and Exclusion Zone. Now, Exclusion Zone looks pretty epic. I can't show any of the pictures, but I will link this article in the video description. But Exclusion Zone is basically reminds me of a map from COD 4, which, what's it called? It's like Block, I think it is. Yeah, that's it. It reminds me of Block with all the Chernobyl theme and stuff. It's very dark, it's very gritty, it's very kind of like bleak, which I am personally really excited to see this map. Now, we've also got another one called Shoot House, which is, it kind of reminds me of Kill House from COD 4, which, I don't know, that could be an interesting concept. That looks like there's like tires in the middle. I can't show you the pictures once again, because Activision will literally bend me over. But if you want to see the pictures, just go through the article, and you guys should be able to see them. Now, we get onto the 6v6/10v10 maps. So for 6v6/10v10, you have absolutely loads. You have Anaya Attack, which I'm guessing is Anaya Palace, but a lot smaller, because that map, let's just face it, is way too big. Like, when you play on it, it takes maybe even 40-50 seconds just to get from one side of the map to the center, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, we've also got Crash, which is the classic map Crash from Modern Warfare 1, COD 4 even, and we also have Dam, which we've never seen, Grovnik Farmland, Gulag, Hospital, Layover, Lowline, Lumber, Malashev, Mill Base, Oasis, Port, Prison, Ravine, Shipment, the classic COD 4 map once again that's been remade in literally every single Call of Duty, Shipment Day and Shipment Night. I'm guessing Shipment might be like a smaller version. I'm not even sure how they're going to do this. Slums, which I have seen some people speculated that this could be Slums from Black Ops 2, but I highly doubt it. It was in Black Ops 4 last year, and this is an Infinity Ward title, not a Treyarch title, so who knows? It might be. They might cross over, which could be pretty cool, actually, if they put in Stadium, which, once again, people are speculating, that this could be a Treyarch map crossing over from Black Ops 1, but who knows? Subbase, which is a classic Modern Warfare 2 map, Super, Urzikstan, Torres, Transit, oh, could you imagine that if that's the map from Black Ops 2, Zombies, and TV Station, which is, you know, the map from COD 4, which was in the Variety map pack. We also have the map Faradah. I'm sorry if I'm saying that right, and my Arabic pronunciation is terrible. We have Rust, which, thank God this is in the game. Like, you can't have a Modern Warfare game without Rust. I'm very happy that this is returning. Some sources say that this is going to be a 2v2 gunfight map, as well as a 6v6 multiplayer map. Like, if they put 10v10, I think that'll be a bit much. We also have a map Takedown, Borderline, and then you get onto the ground war maps. There's only one ground war map, which is Smetna Farms, which I don't know what exactly that is. And other things we have for just like random things being included into multiplayer, a gun course, which was actually a Spec Ops challenge in Modern Warfare 2, and Marksman Range, which is sort of like Kill House once again. It has that sort of vibe to it. So what we know is that all these maps will be free, and that the source is a guy called The Gaming Revolution, which I'll be sending, I'll be putting a link to his video down in the description, as well as a link to this article, so if you guys want to go and check it out. We also have some others, which are just like remakes. You've got Wetwork, which is a COD 4 map, Terminal, which, oh please God, please bring this to the game. Crash, as I mentioned before, Vacant, Broadcast, Scrapyard, Rust, which is going to be a 6v6 and gunfight, as you can see here. Farah, which I don't think that's a remake of anything. I think that's just something from the campaign. Boneyard, which is a remake of something from Modern Warfare 2 campaign. And then Caged and Hook, which we've already seen. So just to end out the video, I do want to say these are leaks at the end of the day. We don't know for certain. Just keep it with a grain of salt at this point in time, but however, I do see these as quite likely, as it's coming from the Gaming Revolution, of course, who is a very accurate source. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video here. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Should be some more videos coming fairly soon, and I will see you all in the next one.